Thanks and good morning, everyone. Students and teachers at the University of Quebec will not be in class today. Classes at the Gatineau campus are cancelled after 4 days of protests that started peacefully but have escalated. The protests have been getting larger and louder. Yesterday, the students tried to barge into the school, but police intervened with pepper spray. As many as 600 students were demonstrating, including 3 busloads from Montreal. More than 100 were arrested.
The administration and the government don't want to respect our decision of assembly, so we are here to support the student democracy.
Students continue to protest proposed tuition hikes by the Quebec government. And activists will march from Majors Hill Park to Parliament Hill today to push for the legalization of marijuana. April 20th, also known as 420, has become the unofficial holiday of sorts for legalization activists around the world. Protesters will gather on Parliament Hill to express their opposition to the fact that marijuana possession is still a crime in Canada. This year's demonstration takes aim at new tougher penalties against marijuana offenses that were passed in Bill C-10 earlier this year. And a quick traffic note, the eastbound lanes of Highway 401 are closed because of a collision. The highway is closed from Moulinet Road to Highway 138. A detour is in place. The Tories' tough on crime law had many thinking there would be a need for more jails in our country. Instead, the Harper government is closing some of them. Reporter Melissa Lamb joins us now live with details of the closure of the Kingston Penitentiary and what it means for inmates and the workers. Melissa.
Well, Annette, there is a lot of concern for the 460 people who work at the Kingston Penitentiary. Now, the public safety minister says most of them will move to other facilities. The Kingston Pen has been in operation for 177 years. Right now, there are about 350 inmates at the facility, including some of Canada's most notorious criminals like sex killers Paul Bernardo and former Colonel Russell Williams. The inmates will be moved to other more modern facilities. Now, many say this will be a turning point in the history of Kingston, as yesterday's announcement sent shockwaves throughout the city.
Pretty devastating.
It's really hit me as a surprise, to be honest with you.
From a heritage perspective, this is an amazing building. And what are we going to do? If the federal government is going to close it, then they should give money to the city of Kingston.
Now, the government plans to close 2 other institutions along with the Kingston Pen over the next 2 years, which they say will save $120 million. Annette?
Melissa, thanks for that. With just days until the vote on the provincial budget, Ontario's finance minister is keeping tight-lipped on whether his Liberal government will make concessions to win NDP support. Dwight Duncan says he's glad to see the New Democrats withdraw their call to remove the provincial portion of the HST from home heating bills, but he's keeping mum about the party's demands for higher taxes on the wealthy. The Liberals need 2 opposition votes for their budget to pass, or an election would be triggered. The Conservatives say they'll vote against it. The Easter break is over early for the Federal Public Accounts Committee. Members have been called back to set the framework for a hearing on the fighter jet controversy. Led by the Liberals, opposition parties want to probe into how the F-35 became the government's lone choice to replace aging CF-18 jets. An Auditor General report accuses the Conservatives and National Defence of hiding the full cost of the controversial purchase proposal.